I'm Carly from 102.1 The Edge, joined by Wesley Schultz of the Lumineers. The new record, Brightside, January 14th. Listening to the record, it sounds incredibly warm. And I'm curious how you would describe the themes on Brightside.
Yeah, I think you have to have the sweet and the salty. You know, you kind of have to mix it. Like these are times that evoke a lot of sadness and a lot of feelings of loss and anger. And at the same time, you can't help but hope. I think we're all full of this hope, almost against our own will or better judgment. That contrast is what gives the album its feel. Because I've heard happier sounding songs, you know, lyrically, and they don't do it for me. I need that. I need the salt in there with the sweet.
The video for Brightside is amazing. Off the top, I'm not sure how much you guys had to do with that treatment, but talking to these people from all different walks of life and having them answer the question, what does love mean to you? Like, did you have a lot of say in that? Did somebody bring that idea to your attention?
No, so a lot of credit goes to Kyle Thrash. He makes a lot of documentary films, and I told him the backstory that I had for the song. And then he took that and really ran with it. So
can you tell us that story?
Yeah, it's kind of like a smattering. You know, a lot of the album lyrics are sort of vignettes. They're sort of like scenes from life. These two people, all they do is really need each other. And it reminded me of when I was first falling in love with my now wife, and we were on these road trips together. You know, that we had no money, so we'd always get in a car and camp. Probably drove across the US back and forth 4 times. You know, it was like, that's all we did it was traveling on the cheap. So it's about like getting in a car where the heater doesn't work and you can see each other's breath as you're driving because it's so cold at night. You know, that's the opening scene. And that happened to us a lot. This car had a lot of things wrong with it. We went out to Telluride and had brought some mushrooms with us. And she said, oh, these are like kind of stale. They're like old. They're not really potent. So you got to eat a lot of them to have the desired effect. So she filled up a whole slice of pizza with these mushrooms and I ate it. And then she's like, those are actually fine. And like, I'm just have fun on this trip.
Have a nice trip. See you next fall.
Yeah. And she took some with me, but we listened to Dark Side of the Moon in this hotel room. She had never heard that album in its entirety like that. So we just looped it. It was like young love, you know, like being in a room with each other, being in your most vulnerable state, and just feeling safe with each other, lighting each other up. It was like, so that's a lot of the impetus or the imagery in that song is just like getting what you need from the people around you, and that was enough.
So if I were to ask you, what does love mean to you? It's probably a mashup of being in a broken down car with the woman you love, tripping on shrooms, listening to Pink Floyd. It's all of it.
That's exactly right. Yeah. That's my version of love.
All right. Wesley Schultz of the Lumineers. Yeah. We're all pre-ordering the album Brightside. It's out January 14th. Thank you so much for the hang.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you.